today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is the NFL on EA Sports. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Patrick Mahomes and the San Francisco 49ers.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Number 8, Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take down on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 2nd down, here's the option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mahomes now to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Off the option, it's Jones. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's Kelsey on the ground. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes, he's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Nice play by Jerry Hughes to drop him behind the line. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And Diggs has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes, and he'll find Thielen on the right side. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now Mahomes throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 6.
An inside give to Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Niners 3, Ravens nothing.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll start with the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jackson to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Second and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be held down at about the 30-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again is Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing is Jackson. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Jackson now. Eluding the press. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is a 26-yard attempt. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But the teams are ready to go at half number 2. So to bring it your way, let's get right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Takes it at the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start by running the option to the right. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On second down, it's Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
A give to Jones. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, 49ers.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, to give to Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They'll run it with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown 49ers. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 17-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jackson, option right. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now Jackson on first down. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jackson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jacobs will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that was an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Raiders will take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around 34. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Second and 11 now. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Their defense is able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Jackson. He's got the connection to Moore. They get 6. That'll leave them with 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. 0 fear on this side up. Never doubt for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Jackson going to run again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And pass complete to Moore. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give. Jacobs off the option. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they have a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The throw to the middle, taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
The guy hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. He ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson going to take this himself. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Levante David. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act. Interception. Good way for them to end it. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Mahomes now, they action right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop as they take the knee. Up the middle, Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.